wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop coming.
Hey, welcome to another live stream where you're going to get to watch me babble on and just say a bunch of random stuff and draw. I'm going to draw. So let's see. I'm working on a commission here. I opened up my commissions for the first time. I really have never really taken any commissions. I've always been as an inker, just kind of working busy as an inker. And then I became a penciler creating my own book and got super busy. That takes so much work and time. I thought to myself, hey, I'd like to draw some stuff for other people. So I'm offering availability. If you guys are interested, you have your own comic book and you want a comic book cover, you want something, you like my art style, or you want something by a professional artist who's been published. If you're doing a crowdfunding or something, let me know. You can email me. My email is here on this YouTube channel. You can go to the info or about my YouTube channel. There's my email, and you can email me, or just go over to jimmyreyesart.com and you can sign up for my newsletter. I'm thinking about taking a little break. Well, I'm not thinking about it. I actually am taking a little break from crowdfunding, but I do want to keep my creative flow and momentum going. So I don't want to stop drawing, but I want to stop the grind of trying to do crowdfunding right now. But I think because, the cost of paper has gone up, shipping, and currently the way the economy is right now, I'm just kind of taking my time coming up with an idea for a project I'll crowdfund in the future. But if you guys are interested and you need a freelance artist, you guys welcome to, give me an email if you like what you see today. Today I'm going to be drawing a character, and from DC Comics, I'm doing The Flash. And I've never drawn a superhero before, which is really weird to say. How can you get into comic books and not have ever drawn a superhero before? When I got into comics, I broke in Antarctic Press, and Ben Dunn, gave me my first job, and he was kind of showing me the ropes at the beginning. And I sort of just fell into, I liked a lot of the stuff that independents were publishing. And I was introduced to a lot of manga, a lot of diverse genre, and then I like the supernatural stuff a whole lot, but I never really tried drawing superheroes. So when I was starting this commission, I was asked by a viewer of this channel. He said, hey, can you draw a commission for me? And I was super excited about it. And I thought to myself, I said, hey, your character's, your choice, dealer's choice, you pick the character and I'll draw it, whatever character you want me to draw. And he picked a superhero, and it's the Flash, and somebody I really don't know much about. The Flash is a character that I just really don't know much about other than the TV show. I've seen the pilot TV show, and I've seen the Flash movie. Other than that, I don't really know anything else about the character. I'm not that big into superheroes, but I would love to start drawing superheroes. So I started researching, started looking online, trying to get the reference for it. And I came across this image, and I saw the Flash running, and I thought, man, that is so cool. The Flash, he's running. You get to bend and move and foreshorten the character. You get to put him in these running positions, and I thought, yeah, that stuff is really really, really cool. And I saw this, and I just thought, no offense to the artist, whoever's done that, they've done an amazing job. It tells the story. The anatomy is great. It's great. It's a great image. It's a great picture. but I saw it and I got inspired and said, I want to do something like that. And I want the flash, running at, that same pose, but what if I can rotate the camera, and let's do something more dynamic, more in your face. What if the flash is, he's down more and that foot's further out. So I didn't necessarily intend to do a redraw of this artist. I just thought, what could I do in my style for a superhero that I could push the perspective on it? And then because this is a commission, and I did give the fan of the channel, I did give him a really big discount for the commission, because he's such a loyal viewer. He's here all the time. So I just thought what I'll do is I could do a big figure, and then I can do a 1-point perspective. And so the 1-point perspective is just that it everything, all the lines point to a vanishing point, one vanishing point. And so that's the 1-point perspective. And I just figured I'll do speed lines with it. But then I thought, I want to do something just a little cooler with it. I had seen, if you guys follow me on Instagram, Andy Kubert, I inked a Andy Kubert flash piece that I had. Dave Finch had Andy Kubert over on his channel, and I saw Dave, having fun, just inking. Dave's he's not typically, he can ink. He's fantastic inking his work. He does great work, but he's not really just an inker. He's really, he's a penciler. But he was inking Andy Kubert, and I thought, wow, that was so cool to see the switch up there. I got so inspired, and I started to ink a piece of Andy that I think I might have gotten it from Sandra Hope. Sandra was nice enough to me. She sent me a couple of Andy Kubert stuff a while back, a long time ago. And, back when I was going to submit some stuff to DC Comics for my inks, but unfortunately the pandemic hit, and I never submitted any of that stuff in. But I was also working professionally over David Finch. I was inking him. So I really never got around to sending inking any of that stuff, but I saw I had it in my hard drive. So I grabbed it and inked it and put it on Instagram. And I liked the way Andy pulled the, flash kind of coming at the camera. And I just thought, I have a good memory. It stuck in my head. And I was able to, use that as a lot of inspiration. And if I remember correctly, it was like lightning coming off of the flash. But I'm using this here as my reference too. This was my inspiration. I saw this and I said, hey, I want to do something to this this pose. I want to make sure. I guess we would see some of. Let me get rid of my ruler over here, and so let's see. It looks like his lightning bolts go across his waist. So like I said, I really don't know much about the Flash. And I thought about, I'm so comfortable with working digitally. I used to work traditionally, and this is going to be a traditional piece, but I thought about let me just delete some of those lines, is just to kind of get my rough line work in here, and then lightbox it, transfer it over, and just do it in pencil. But I thought I want to get through this a little quicker and get this, to the person that commissioned me. And I thought, so what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and keep penciling, and then I'm going to ink it traditionally. So it's going to be my pencils and inks, but I thought it would be kind of neat for him to have my workflow the way that I want to start working. I think I'm going to pencil digitally and then print it out in blue line on a non-photo blue on an actual Bristol board, on an art board. And I think I still might have some DC art board. So if I'm going to go through my my old boards that I had when I was working traditionally, print it out on the DC art board, and then just ink it. I inked Dave Finch. He and I did this Batman Sanity piece where, and that was the first time I ever inked on DC artboard, and it was pretty good. Wasn't bad. It wasn't like a bad artboard, but I can see why Dave uses a Strathmore 200 artboard, because it's giving some like lightning coming off of him. And that Strathmore 200, it's easy accessible. You could buy it on Amazon or art stores, and it actually isn't bad at all. So let's see what I want to do. I'm gonna make my pencil a little bigger. I'm gonna go up to 10 pixels for my pencil, and I'm just gonna kind of think about, Jim Lee always says, you just kind of really don't think about it. You just kind of do this. And Mark Silvestri is kind of like this too. It's kind of stuff I learned from Mark Silvestri. So I'm just going to take the pencil and just kind of have some fun with it here. So I'm just thinking maybe some off the leg, right? I mean, some of it I do want I erased there a little bit, but some of it I think would be cool is if some of it is kind of like wisping and energy, and a lot of it is kinetic, lightning just striking everywhere, random, kind of stuff. So that's why I say draw these lines just quick and fast, and I'm actually drawing them on a different layer. So that way, just in case, if I didn't like it, I could erase it. But I want to zigzag a lot of these, or lightning bolts, but I'm going to do some cool effects with them too when I ink it. And this seems to be a pretty popular kind of position they do for Flash. I see everybody, the runner, you chop through. Maybe I should do it to the backhand. Maybe this other hand should be more of a one like that. Maybe more of an open palm kind of thing to match the hand back here. I don't know if it makes sense to do, one fist close. And the other thing too that I did with the Flash was, you're kind of running and you're kind of like, how you make these, this kind of faces, but I don't think superheroes should grimace so much. The hero, to me, they should have more smiles and stuff, Plus, if you're running, you need to breathe. You breathe in through your nose, through your mouth, and so I just thought, let me just fix that hand up a little bit. So just trying to, play with, but I am thinking about freelancing. I'm thinking about if anyone is, got a book idea out there, or maybe I don't know, maybe I'll try to work for somebody else's book for a while. I've not freelanced as a penciler, and I think I want to get more of that experience as a penciler. Let me see, what else can I do? Maybe it's coming off this leg too. And then I want to do some cool little like Kirby crackle kind of thing off of all that. Turn that to non-photo blue, and I'm going to start cleaning up those pencils. That's what I like about digital, is that it lets me do. So you can see here where before I had his hand as a fist. I don't know, man. The clenched fist when you're running, I don't think it works. So I'm going to open his hand up and work on that. And try to change the way that I've got that hand there. But John Fernandez says, do you teach how to draw or have you considered it? I really like your work. Oh, thank you. I only teach it here on my channel. My channel, this is the outlet where I will teach the things that I know. And I have in my library a lot of older videos where I teach, like lighting and rendering. And since I've made that video, I've learned a whole lot. That was about, God, now it's been about 6 years, I think. It's in my library, in the video library here on this channel. But I think I will make a new one, but I'm going to render today. You're going to see me render this drawing, but definitely thank you so much. That's a real big compliment. I really appreciate that. Because believe it or not, there are days where I go, man, am I good enough? Will people like my work? I do have those days, and I think it's normal for artists. For all of us to kind of have that moment of doubt. I think we all kind of go through that. Everyone, if someone says, "Well, I'm completely confident. I have all confidence in my work, or just confident in life, or whatever," then they're not being honest with themselves, or they lack self-awareness, because we all have those moments of our insecurities. We all have moments of weakness. Let me zoom out and see what I can do here with this hand. Bending that arm back, it's pretty tough, but I think I can do it. Pretty confident with it. I'm gonna come back to that arm and work on that a little more. The gaming mechanic, Jimmy, always glad to catch you live. Thank you. I sent you an email. I'm surprised I didn't hear back from you, but I replied to the email you sent me, and I had a gift to send you that to show my appreciation, of your support of this channel and all the super chats and stuff that you've sent out on different channels and stuff. So I don't know if you got that email. So I'm going to do these like zigzag effect on the lightning bolts. Is this going to be colored as well? No, it's just going to be a pencil and inked. It's a commission piece. I'm going to do it on an actual artboard, and I might still have some of the DC artboard that I used to have back in the day. So if I still have it, I'm going to ink it on that and send it out to the viewer that commissioned me for this. And I gave him a really good commission rate that hopefully he's going to be happy with it. He said the Flash is one of his favorite characters, and I've never drawn I've never drawn the Flash, but I really don't draw superheroes that much. I don't think I've really ever drawn a superhero and a superhero character, but it's fun. I had a blast with it. You just so much you can really do. I guess like the appeal of drawing a superhero character, because really the superhero characters, the way the costumes were designed, they were designed to streamline them. And costumes they're practically naked, like they're just figures. They're in. Oh, here is Stealth X5. This is for Stealth X5 for his. He's the one that commissioned. Sorry, there. I don't know if you wanted it public or not, but so I'm drawing this, and this is going to go to Stealth X5, and it will be inked traditionally. I draw digital, but and the reason I draw digital is I used to draw with a really hard pencil lid, and now when I'm drawing traditionally, I can't see it that well. So digital for me is, the way to work around that. And then I just ink it traditionally with a quill. I'll be inking this with a quill. This is just the rough layouts, and then it's going to have really cool lighting and rendering and all kinds of stuff. And I just thought, it'd be kind of cool to make it since it's going to be 11 by 17, and I'm going to, it's going to be on artboard. I thought it would look really fascinating if, it's got to be a character on the 11 by 17 artboard that's going to take up majority of the artboard. So what I want it to be is something that just stand out if it's on the wall of someone's wall, right? You frame the artwork, you put it on the wall. And another inspiration that I have is I did this cover with David Finch. This is my original inks right here. This is this is an original right here. So Dave penciled this. He sent me a scan. I printed it out in blue line, and I inked over it traditionally. So that's what I'm doing to this one. I'm going to print it out and then ink it traditionally, just like this. And so it looks so good when you have majority of the figure, and then you got all this like electricity and stuff going on, with all this cool rendering and line work that I could do with my quill. I thought I'm going to do that with the flash for X5's flash piece. I want to make it just something that, when you're hanging on your wall, just something that will just really just catch your eye and stand out. And the other inspiration piece is I saw this piece here of the flash, and I just thought, well, I like it. It's really cool. And I see everybody does that, where the flash, and he made the fist in the back closed, and he did the hand open. And I thought, I want to do this same thing, but what could I do to make it, not that this isn't appealing, this is a beautiful piece of art, but what can I do to make it just a little more dynamic and a little more interesting, since it's going to be an art piece on somebody's wall, and I thought, well, I could rotate the camera a little more, foreshortening, bend the figure a little more. So I drew basically the same pose, basically. I mean, I just copied that artist. All I did was I just kind of, moved the camera and forced the perspective just a little more. And I drew the fist closed too back there. But then right now I just thought, we should open that fist and that hand. And I will go back to, this hand right here. I will go back to making it, I'll work on it and flesh it out. But if I get caught up on all the little minor details right now, I'll get stuck and I won't get through the illustration. So I want to you got to keep moving, keep your pencil moving. That's what Mark Vestry would say. Just keep drawing. You work on shapes, and you get through your bigger shapes first, meaning, like the leg and the shape of the where the torso was going to be. I get through those shapes first, and then I work my way in and clean up the art a little more, and do more. I'm kind of thinking I might want to do zigzag instead of Kirby crackles on some of this stuff, because it's a lightning bolt. So I might switch it up a little bit. but I've never drawn superheroes before. I'm having a blast. Actually, it's pretty fun. So I'm thinking about seriously considering just freelancing for a while, drawing for somebody. Either if somebody has a comic book out there they want to put together, hire an artist. I think I want to be a work for hire for a little while. And do that, do a book, something like that. I'm not looking to do a monthly book or anything, but because I can't, I've got to be sticking to my exercise schedule. But I would, I think, let me see. I don't want it to trail. I'm kind of keeping everything like in a V, but I don't want everything to trail off the page because I want to draw the eye back into. Let me see if I'm just going to bring this back like this. I'm going to do that and not make stuff trail off the page too much. It's one of the benefits to really just working digital. I don't have to erase everything over and over. And make anything all muddy and damage the artboard. I don't have to worry about keeping the art clean right now because I'm going to be the one inking it. I'm basically, all I need is just I just need the rough drawing underneath it in order to finish it up and inking it. Let me get some more of these. Keep it going. And Stealth X5 says, all good. Man, I'm glad. I'm so glad that, you like this. Zomboy said, that looks so cool. Ryan J. Gutierrez says, hey, brother, might lose reception because I'm driving, but I wanted to stop in and say hi. You're awesome. Wow, thank you. Drive safely, man. Your safety is is what's most important. I appreciate you saying hi. I'm assuming you're not driving. I mean, you're riding in the car, but if you're driving, yeah, don't worry about saying hi. So, your safety is what's important. But if you're riding in the car, that's cool. I appreciate that. You get to watch. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do bigger lightning. Let's see. I can take up more room. Like I got these speed lines in the background. They're real thin, but when I ink them, I'm going to ink them a lot. Some of the lines closer together and some of the lines a little thicker. So when I ink these things, they're going to have a lot more dynamic and dark to it, So it'll be pretty cool, like the way I did on the David Finch when I inked him on Radiant Black. So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday afternoon. The weather's pretty cool outside here in Texas. We're having beautiful weather. Hopefully you guys are having beautiful weather too. I know some parts of the country right now aren't. You guys are having some rain and stuff like that. All right, let me see. I can go nuts with this lightning bolt here. I'm gonna bring another big one right here, like this. try to zigzag my line a little more to get that kind of lightning bolt effect. So when I ink it, and then I mostly ink with a quill traditionally. So since I'm going to be inking this traditionally, I'm going to break out that quill. I haven't used the quill too often lately. I've been doing a lot of digital stuff. So thanks to Stealth X5, I'm going to get to ink with the quill, which is one of my favorite things. I love inking with the quill and the brush. There's just something so amazing about it, you know, that I think there's nothing else out there like the quill, you know, traditional. It's got such a great feel. Let's see, I can kind of start connecting more. I think I'll do that. I'll connect the lines. So lightning, you know, it's energy, it's zigzag, your lines. You know, you don't want to do straight lines. You want to make things seem like they're just chaotic, like the lightning could bend and twist in any direction at any time. You know, that's the effect you want to go for. And then I got to keep in mind too, you know, when you draw a piece, like I see an artist online. I don't say his name. I think he does a lot of covers for people, and he tends to draw a lot of small things with a lot of background. And you know, that's the direction he wants to go in. It's his art, you know. But what I think makes a great cover is you want a primary focus. You want the focus to be on a character, you know, primarily, you know, and you want clarity in there, and you want to figure out which part of your piece that you're working on, your drawing, if it's a cover or whatever, which is the primary focus. So you want to make sure you're able to draw the eye directly into that. So I have the 1 point perspective, the speed lines going into a vanishing point, right? 1 point perspective, right into about, you know, the middle of the Flash's chest, basically. And so every line is drawing your eye into that. So when I draw the lightning bolts, I got to kind of make sure I don't pull away from that too much and keep the main focus on the Flash. But then you got covers like this, like we get covers where, you know, I've seen this artist where like he'll draw something, and he put this stuff on Twitter, and he'll draw something without this big figure. You know, it'll be just a bunch of like stuff going on. But if you pay attention here, this one has, you know, we still got Superman, and which is still a neat cover. Part 1 and part 2 on this is, you know, they connect, you know, so it's pretty cool. But I think that artist, not this artist, this guy's fantastic, but the artist I see online that I was mentioning, you know, I think sometimes I'm tempted to kind of comment and give him feedback, but I mean, I'm not, it's not like I'm the art sensei, you know, I don't do everything correct, even myself, you know, I'm still learning a lot of stuff. And, but I do want to be able to like offer him that one advice, you know, he pencils, all this little bitty details that it isn't really a cover, you know. I just go like, man, that looks more like an interior page, not a cover. At least that's my approach, you know, when and we all do stuff differently, you know, but my approach when I work on a piece like a cover or a commission piece or something, you know, I try to make a primary focus, you know, like one thing, make it easier. And then from there, I can add in more cool rendering and detail, but I don't want to, you know, too much clutter. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys subscribing, man. And if you want to keep up on everything that I'm working on as well, if you guys go over to my website, jimmyreyesart.com, and jimmyreyesart.com, you can see it here, and then you just scroll down the very bottom, and right there you can subscribe to my newsletter and give you all the updates, everything I'm working on. If you want to contact me and you want a commission piece, or you have a cover, you need a cover for your comic book or something, you can email me through my website, and you'll be surprised. I'm actually not that expensive. I could raise my rates, and I probably should raise them a lot more than what I have them at right now, but I'm okay right now with, I don't need a whole lot. I just, I have a tangent right here. I need to fix that. I like doing artwork, and if I can make a little extra money at it right now, that's okay. I'm okay with that. So my rates, or my cover rate, are extremely low. If I were to tell another artist what my rate is, they would probably yell at me and be like, "What, you crazy? Like, all that work you put in your art, and you're working for peanuts, man," But right now, it works for me. I got to change this. I want this thing to zigzag a little bit, like the lightning bolts that are on the Flash's costume. All right, I'm gonna start rendering in the Flash on here. And I'll get that going. All right, and get this rolling. I'm gonna get rid of that non-photo blue of where I had the lightning bolts. Just gonna delete that, and I've got my speed lines that add a big dramatic. They're really good. They add a dramatic effect to it. So now I'm just gonna start rendering in the Flash. Just going to lighten up the work a little bit, make it nice, easy to draw over. Oh, before I render in the Flash, I need to make sure I got his costume right. I just need to make sure the reference is, he's got lightning on the other hand. And the lightning, just lightning bolts. Like a lightning belt or something right here. I think it goes like a V. And see how they always make like right here, the Flash, they're making him kind of grimace and serious face. He's a superhero. I don't know if he should be so dark, I think, maybe just a little more, because the character I saw in like the movie or the TV show, the character wasn't really dark. He didn't really grimace. He's not Batman. So when I drew him, I thought it might be sillier, but give him just open his mouth a little, almost like a little bit of a smile. You got to breathe when you run, or maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I don't know, but that's the thought for me behind it. So he's got lightning all around. So there's electricity, all kinds of stuff coming out all around him, and so there's going to be light everywhere. So I'm gonna pick a primary light source, but it's comic books. So I want to make it dynamic. I mean, Del Keown, he's got multiple light sources all around, and I think that's what just makes his work so interesting to look at. And I want to do something like that and just try to come up with something from our light source. Then when I ink this, I'm actually gonna put more time into inking it. Normally, like you do a commission, you kind of just do it with with some micron pins, and you just kind of finish in the art. But I want to do really cool stuff right now, just to really show off what I could do. Yeah, I think that's really the way I want to approach. So if you guys are going to get commissions from me, now would be the time while I'm really putting in all this extra work into it. And make it look cool. So I'm just going to figure out and get a light source going. And then I'll just switch, and then I'll run with that. The cool thing is the Flash's costume is red, so I can go a little darker with him with the rendering because he's got a bit of a dark costume. trying to decide if I want to do like cross hatching or bleeds under his leg there. And I'm going to change my mind on it here, which is a great thing about digital. Only just because I've been wanting to change up my art style a little bit. So I'm going to take the opportunity here to maybe change up some of the rendering, the way that I render. And I think the Flash wears yellow boots, right? And nobody, do they render his boots? Yeah, there's some rendering on his boots. I think I'm gonna do that too. Hey, Jimmy, you and David Finch have inspired me to start drawing again. I'd like to start fresh. My relearning process, he says, haha, it won't be here. Wait, it won't be here. It be a new channel. Just want to say thank you. Oh yeah, man, definitely start up a channel, show off your work. The way today, the way things are and the way they work is that you can you have a platform now. You can really just show off your stuff right directly from wherever you are. You can even just upload it from your phone or whatever. We didn't have that back in the 90s, you know. Krabby Pet says his arm looks dislocated. It's a tough angle to bend it, to move it back. You know, the shoulders back and your elbow goes up. I think I have to. No, I don't know. It seems okay to me here. Maybe once I've fully rendered or inked it, it'll be a little easier to see. It is a pretty challenging angle, but I like to challenge myself. I saw that other person bent his arm back. So I want to do the same thing. You know, I'm like, I want to try. I like challenges. I like to try to do stuff like that, you know, like what other people are doing. Let me see. I can. Not your art, the one you wanted to give advice to. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's a tough angle. I mean, I saw that one and said, man, I wanted to draw like that. You know, I want to draw that pose, but I thought, what could I do to try to make it more dynamic, you know? And I thought maybe you meant mine because I was trying to force the perspective more, you know, trying to put the flash more in your face kind of thing, you know. So I'm staring at the artwork, trying to figure out exactly where else. So I always like to I look back at the art as I'm working, and I try to be aware of, you know, all the things that what I'm working on, what I'm drawing. That tends to help me a lot. because I don't want to get lost in all the little detail, and then just the drawing goes off. All right, I'm gonna lighten up the Flash's face a little bit. I got to fix some stuff on it and figure out how I want to render his face and all that. Oh, dark. The Flash is like red top, right? Yeah. Wait, and his mask. Okay, so his mask is real open. Around the eyes goes up. I think I'm gonna switch up a little bit here. Crab Patty says, looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wishmaster is giving a thumbs up. Man, I appreciate that. The game mechanic, Jimmy, your is fire. Wish I could finish watching, but I got a previous engagement to get to. Take care, man, and don't forget, still waiting on that email from you. Oh yeah, I sent it. If you're still here, so if you, hopefully you've gotten it. But yeah, no problem. Thank you for the compliment on my art. I appreciate that. You know, for my first superhero drawing, the Flash is a pretty cool character. I've never even thought about drawing him. Let's see. I want to make one side of the face a little, add some shadow. Let's see. Do it on this side. Oops. Wrong pencil. Let's see, I don't want to light his face too much. Because he's a hero, so I don't want too much heavy dark shadow, but he does have the lightning, so I guess there would be some. I guess there would be some shadow on his face. Drew his teeth in so fast, I didn't even line them up right. But you got to give him a nice, bright smile. You know, he's got to get those sponsors, and maybe he can do a Colgate commercial or something. You know, superheroes got to support themselves too, you know? Oh, wait, I forgot. He's a superhero, so he's got a mask. The mask comes up over the nose. Right? Goes. There goes the Flash's face. There. So the things about drawing, and when you're working in art, you've got to have patience. And when it's in your own art and you're drawing it, you're discovering the art as you're going. So you'll find you'll have more patience with your art than you do with anybody, watching somebody else draw. Um, it's kind of like kids, you got more patience with your kids than somebody else's kids, because they're your own. Unless you're one of those people that don't have patience with kids at all. No, but you you just draw, and a lot of times I'm into the world. I'm submersed into the drawing, kind of like a Mary Poppins moment. I'm living in the art, and all the other distractions and everything just kind of fade out. And drawing live, half the time I forget you guys are there. I know sometimes you guys, it may sound a little insensitive, but I know you guys are always like, hey, check the chat. It's just, I'm doing what I do. I'm just drawing away. And that's what I think, as artists, what we should do is just be able to just get into the art, and don't be pressured, don't worry too much. And see, I get to hide a lot of it in black, but I want to make sure I'm twisting his body right. Let's see. I think it needs more. He needs more chest. Because you want to move them and bend them like in ways that you can't really do in reality. This is cartooning, it's comic books, but you still want it to be believable enough. Hey, what's happening? Hope you're having a wonderful day from Battle Frame Studios. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, working on a commission piece. One of the first commissions, really. I don't really do commissions, and I've never really opened up my commissions before, but I am now. Now I've made it where, if you guys are wanting to get a commission from me, now would be the time. And I'm thinking about doing some freelance work for other creators. So if you have a comic book of your own, you're going to crowdfund, or you're publishing, and You got, you want a cover, I can do a cover. You got a short story you need an artist for. I'd be willing to do that too. Let's see, how much dark do I want to put on his knee? And my commission rate, I gave Stealth a really good rate. He's a really, really good supporter of the channel, and so I wanted to make it affordable for one as best that I could, and still want to give him a really good commission that one that I could be proud of. I could show people when he shows people, and go. People say, "Hey, you drew that? I saw that you drew that." I want it to be a good one, especially if it's going to go up on somebody's wall or storage. I don't know what he'll do with it, but I do want to make sure I give it my best, But in my cover rate too, I'm doing covers for people, and I'm doing them at a really cheap rate right now. So I'm really want people to see what I can do. So that's why I'm offering my rates right now pretty low. Because people primarily think of me as an inker. I don't think people really know that I can pencil. So I want to establish myself and show people that I can doodle pretty well. I can do some cool doodles, Well, I've got to end my stream here a little earlier than I was planning to. My mother is very sick in the hospital right now, and my sister is asking to speak to me, so I need to give her a call, and I'm sure it's going to be good news, or it's going to be I'm sure she's going to be okay, but I want to check in on them. I've got elderly parents. They're old in their golden years, and mom's pretty sick in the hospital right now, so I want to make sure everything's okay. So I'm going to go give them a call back. But thanks for joining me, guys. And Stealth X5, stay keep checking your email or the messages. I'll send the finished pencils most likely tonight. I'll finish them as long as I don't have to run to the hospital for my mom or anything. I'll be able to continue this tonight, and then tomorrow I'll knock out the inks, and that's where I'll do some really kick-ass line work. That's where I shine. I shine on the inks. That's my thing. But thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate you guys are here, and remember, if you guys like, sign up for my newsletter on my website, jimmyreyesart.com. Let's go over to Jimmy Reyes Art. You can sign up for my newsletter, or you can contact me through my website. But down here, you can see it says subscribe to my newsletter. Just sign up for that. And that way, anytime I'm working on something new, I send out the newsletter, let you guys know if I have new brushes available for sale. Sometimes I have new brushes that are free, and you guys can I give away free stuff sometimes, and I'll send it out through the newsletter, letting you guys know, hey, it's got a free gift for you. I do stuff like that. And Stealth X5 says, no rush, man. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just in case I have to make a rundown, go see my mom or something. But, if not, I like to keep working. It's just how I am. I don't like drawings to sit too long in between, because then I will, you kind of lose momentum. So I like to keep the drawing moving. I like to get stuff done. So I'm not one of those that can work on a piece little by little. That bugs the heck out of me. I can't do it. If there's a drawing on my table or something, I got to get it done. I'm not that kind of artist where I can just sit and let a drawing, work on a drawing piece by piece. I love to finish them, but this is pretty much, how the drawing's looking so far. So, and I've got that back leg I got to work on back there on him, and still a lot more to do, a lot more rendering, and a lot more inking to get done. So I want to make this dynamic, might even put couple of little splatter effects down at the bottom in actual ink. When I actually ink it, I might actually put some of these like little cool splatters like that down there. It's like, I'll probably do something like that with a spoon and a brush. You can flick it, or my quill on my credit card, debit card, like that, and it's an old library card that I use in my quill, and I just flick it. Because a toothbrush will do too much little splatter. I want droplets, so I'll use a different method. But maybe I'll be able to show you guys that. Maybe I can. Maybe I can stream it, or I can film it, and you guys can see my ink process with actual pen ink. But thanks a lot, guys. You guys take it easy. You guys are good. I do appreciate that. And I'll see you guys soon. So take it easy.